Hello, beautiful people. It is a gorgeous, perfect spring day with really a beautiful breeze and beautiful sun. And I got to spend my morning gardening and working on my garden, which brings me a lot of joy. So I wanted to dedicate, in honor of that, I wanted to dedicate this session today to joy, because we all need a little bit of that right now. I know that it's something we're all needing in our hearts, is to cultivate a little bit of joy. In addition to these roses that I planted myself recently, I have this little rose in a glass ball that my grandmother gave me right here. And she was, for most of her life, a very joyful person, so I'm also dedicating this session to her. Take your hands to your heart. Try palm on palm today. Take some deep cleansing breaths. Take in that beautiful spring air. And how about you just breathe in with every inhale, breathe in joy. And exhale out whatever anger or sadness you may be holding on to. Just do that 6 times. Breathe in joy. Exhale out whatever negativity you want to exhale. Keep going with that. Inhale joy. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And let's do some sun breaths. Inhale up. Greet the sun. Exhale. Just do 2 more of these. Inhale. And 1 more. Good. Take a simple twist. Remember, shoulders down the back, nice long neck, wringing out the spine. Imagine you're like wringing out a little wet towel. Just cleaning it out. Detoxifying. Hello, birdie. Reach on out. Exhale the other way. Good. Come back to center. And we'll start off in a puppy dog pose, which is a lot like child's pose, but a little different. So instead of knees apart, you're going to keep your knees somewhat together, about hip width apart. Hands down, nice active hands, grip the ground, and then melt your heart down, but keep your hips raised, just like a little puppy dog getting ready to play. My dog will be 8 years old tomorrow, and she still does this all the time. So melt your heart down, like a little puppy dog getting ready to play. You can even look up. Come into your little play stance. Good. Come back up. We'll take some gentle cat-cows. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to neutral. Find your plank position. We will not hold this as long as we did in the last session. We'll just hold it long enough to get our alignment so we can come into a down dog. I got an email from someone after my session yesterday saying everyone should do that plank sequence every day. But we won't do that today. Just keep your plank for 1 more breath and raise those hips. Melt your heart down. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands to the beautiful beating heart. That heart offering you love and joy right now, that beautiful pulsing muscle beneath your palms, bringing you happiness and awareness. So this would not be a practice dedicated to joy without a little breath of joy, so let's do it, you guys. I want to hear you all the way here on my property in Winterville. Let me hear you. Inhale. Exhale out. 2 more. Last one. Let me hear you. Beautiful. We'll take a sun salutation, or a few, to greet this beautiful sunny day. Take your version of this. We've done so many different versions. I want you to take whatever version you want. You can even take the half version and knock them down to the floor. I am going to lead the classical version today. So take your hands to your heart, just because it's a good heart opener, chest opener. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale, halfway lift. Remember, I always say flat back. Shoulders away from ears, long neck. Exhale down, come into your down dog. Raise that right foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. As you take it between your hands and lower that back knee, interweave your fingers and reach them up towards the sky. Good. Exhale down, come into your down dog. Take your left leg up. Take it between your hands, lower that back knee, reach up. Exhale down. Find your down dog. Come into your plank, and everyone on this first one, knees, chest, and chin. Open up your heart. Tuck those toes, raise those hips, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel it beating. We'll take that again. Give yourself a back bend. Inhale. Create the beautiful sun above you. Exhale down, giving you life and energy. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Remember, shoulders away from ears. Exhale down. Come into your down dog. Take that right leg up. Take it between your hands. Lower that back knee. Interweave your fingers. Reach your palms up towards the sky. Deep inhale. Exhale down. Find your down dog. Take your left leg up, three-legged dog. Take it between your hands. Lower that back knee. Interweave your fingers. Reach on up. Exhale down. Find your down dog. Come into your plank. This time, if you want, you may take a chaturanga. Just try not to go down past the elbows. That's hard on your shoulders. Inhale, come up for your proud, beautiful upward-facing dog. Tuck those toes, raise those hips, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart. Feel it beating. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. Send some gratitude to that pulsing muscle, your lungs, your heart working so hard for you. Last time, inhale, salute the sun. Deep breath, exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, come into your down dog. Take that right leg up. As you take it between your hands, lower the back knee. Exhale down. Come into your down dog. In your own time, raise that left foot. Find your three-legged dog. Take it between your hands. Lower that back knee. Interweave your fingers. Deep breath. Exhale down. Find your down dog. Come into your plank, and then you lower down your favorite way. Open up your heart. Tuck those toes. Raise those hips. Melt your heart down. Find a down dog. Let it feel a little bit like puppy dog pose. Melting your heart towards the floor. Back shoulder stretch. Then walk your feet to your hands. Inhale. Push you halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's find a warrior two, and let's be a little more gentle with this than we sometimes are. So take your right leg forward, bend deeply into this. Take that left leg about parallel to the mat and find a little joy. Even in this moment, even in this difficult warrior two stance, find a little bit of joy. Look over that middle finger. Find some peace inside the effort here. Find some happiness inside this effortful moment. Permission to smile. Permission to try and enjoy yourself. And then find eagle arms. If this is not accessible to you, just hug yourself. Give yourself a little back bend. Exalted warrior. And interweave your fingers behind you, your opposite favorite way. Whenever thumb wants to be on top, try it the other way. Open your heart up. We're breaking up our habits. Fold forward, humble warrior. Be humble. And then straighten that leg and find a Trikonasana. It should feel good to straighten that leg after all that. Reach up. Remember, this is a core stretch. I want you, or a core engagement. Don't worry about stretching down. Really lift from the heart. Good. Come on up. Nice 5-pointed star. Active hands. Bright, active fingers. Come into your warrior two. Look over that middle finger. Remember, find a little peace here in this stance. A little bit of calm. A little bit of joy and happiness. Even as you're exerting effort. Good. Find your eagle arms. Again, if this is not accessible to you, just hug yourself. And give yourself a gentle back bend towards the sun. Exalted warrior. Interweave your fingers, your new favorite way. And fold forward. Find your humble warrior. Straighten that leg. Ah, so good to straighten it. And lift up. Look at that top hand. Joy is always relative, right? We bend our leg long enough, it feels good to straighten it. Good. And then bright, shining 5-pointed star. Imagine beams of light shining through your fingertips. Active hands, as much energy as you can possibly pulse through your fingertips. Heel toe your feet together. Let's do a little flower pose, because flowers certainly bring me joy. So create a flower, let it bloom. Inhale and exhale. Let's embody the energy of the beautiful, blooming flowers of spring. Alright. We'll take a tree pose from here. Another thing that brings me lots of joy is trees. So I will be mirroring you. Shift your weight onto your right foot. If you need to use a wall for this, find a wall. Find something to look at that's not moving, something very steady, so don't look at me, I tend to wiggle. You can take your heel to your ankle or calf or high inner thigh and grow your beautiful branches. Remember, relax your shoulders down your back. You can make wisdom mudra with your fingers. Come on down into Tadasana. Let's take it the other way. So lean onto your left foot and find your drishti, your focal point, and find your version of tree. I'm a very windy tree today. Right, come on down into Tadasana. And how about some more breath of joy, y'all? That was for you, Barbara. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Come on, let me hear you. Last one, make it count. Let me hear you all the way at my property in Winterville. Inhale. Good. And have a seat. We're going to take a caterpillar pose right away, but I want you to shake out your legs first, get used to being seated. We'll take a nice little caterpillar pose. They also bring me joy. Lift on up. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for those toes. Slowly come up. Be careful with that spine. Shake out your legs. Caterpillars become butterflies. Create a little butterfly posture. And remember, one of my favorite little sayings, the caterpillar thought its life was over until it became a butterfly. So create butterfly wings. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Slowly reach up, windshield wiper your legs. So back bends are my favorite antidepressant. They release endorphins, they stimulate the thyroid hormone. They are wonderful for fighting sadness and bringing us joy. So we're going to do a couple of them here. I want to start off with camel pose. So come up onto your knees. If you need some padding under your knees, a blanket or towel, pillow, go for it. And remember, with this pose, you always have options. You can take your hands to your lower back and support your back as you lift your heart. I don't want you crunching in the lower back, okay? We're not trying to crunch anything back there. So lift from the lower back, support it, and open your heart up towards the sky. And drop your head. For my more advanced students, feel free to tuck your toes, reach for one heel, and maybe both, or you can reach for both heels at the same time. Slowly come out, don't settle any dizziness. Breathe. Lay down onto your backs. We'll do another back bend. So I want you to, we're coming into bridge pose. Everyone take your heels to your hips. Make them close enough that you can touch with your fingertips. Lift your hips up, clasp your hands underneath you, and reach up towards the sky with your hips. Slowly come down. We'll take another one of those. Then anybody who wants to try full wheel, go ahead, just take your hands to your ears, take your feet in a little bit closer, and come up onto your head and lift. Slowly come down. Take a minute to shake out your knees. So of course, this would not be a sequence dedicated to joy if we did not finish off with a little happy baby. So everybody lift your feet towards the sky, grab your feet, and smile. Even if you don't feel like it, smiling is the most important part of this posture. So take the corners of your mouth, lift them towards your ears. You can even giggle like a little baby. If you want, you can try taking your feet to your mouth and chewing on them, because that's what babies do, but I'm not quite there yet. Good. And then, take your feet down. We'll do one more heart opener and back bend, because they're so good for bringing us joy. Take your legs down to the ground. Take your hands underneath your hips, come up onto your elbows, lift your heart, find a fish pose. Bring your knees into your chest, roll them around. Just a little counter pose. We'll take a simple twist to one side. We haven't done any twisting really yet today, so breathe into that side body. Allow yourself to feel the twist, detoxify, release any last negative feelings that are inside of you. Come on up the other way, take it the other side. And find your peaceful, joyful Shavasana. Let your feet turn out, palms up, close your eyes. Melt into the floor. Feel the temperature of the room around you. Notice all the noises that you're hearing. I hear birds, I hear traffic in the distance. Just observe and send them all some joyful, loving thoughts. Feel free to stay here much longer. I'm always cutting these Shavasanas a little short in the interest of videotaping time, but feel free to pause it and stay here as long as you like. When you're ready and you get curious about it, start to wiggle your fingers and toes and wake up your nervous system. Stretch behind you and give yourself that lovely, beautiful, glorious good morning stretch. Roll over onto your right side into a sweet, comfortable little fetal position. And take a minute to soak in the beautiful, nurturing position that you once started life in, when you were the very essence of pure joy. Just a little spark of happiness and potential and life and love. Slowly sit yourself up. Place your hands to your heart. Okay. Close your eyes for a minute. Think of at least 3 things right now that bring you joy. We'll support each other in those thoughts with one collective Om. Let's let our voices all ring together wherever you're watching this. Deep inhale. Remember, you can pick a rose, you can pick 1,000 roses. You'll never stop the spring. Thank you for cultivating some much needed joy with me today. With infinite love and gratitude. Namaste.